Right, here we've got a scatter graph question. It tells you it's a scatter graph because the plots on the graph are scattered around. Mr. Kent's student did a maths test and a science test. Right, let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see better. So you've got the maths score and the science score. Okay, maths and science. The scatter graph shows the marks of 12 of these students. Okay, so we've got altogether. We've got 12 plots altogether for the 12 students. The table shows the marks of 2 more students. So Masood got 12 marks for maths, 14 for science. So we need to plot that, okay? Because we need to show that on the scatter graph. We're going to plot that, and 1 for Naima as well. 17 for the maths, 20 for the science. So let me just write that down somewhere, okay? So for Masood, 12 along the corridor. So the maths is along the corridor this way, the x-axis. 12 and 14. That's what we're going to plot. And for Naima, 17 and 20. Right, I need to figure out what these are going up in. These are actually going up in, like, we've got 10, 11 there. There's 5 squares between the 10, 11. It looks like they're going up in 0.2s. So 10.2, 10.4, 10.6, 10.8, 11, and so on. Same with the other axes. But for these values, these coordinates, we won't need to go to decimal values. So we've got the 12 and 14. 12 along the corridor, 14 up the stairs. And then for the other one, got 17 and 20. 17 and 20 right there. It's asking what type of correlation does this graph show? The correlation is this. It's a positive correlation because the crosses, the coordinates are going uphill, kind of going that way. And if they're all going in that direction, all of these directions, then it's a positive correlation. Positive correlation. But if the crosses were going downhill like that, sort of that way, then it's a negative correlation. So what I need to do now, so I've mentioned it's a positive correlation. The next bit here, David did the maths test. He was absent for the science test. David's mark in the maths test was 15. Estimate. Remember, he hasn't done a science test yet. We need to estimate his science score based on his maths score. So remember, it's 15 for the maths. So what we need to do first, we need to draw what's called a line of best fit with a ruler. I haven't got a ruler on me, but a line of best fit goes roughly down the middle of all the crosses, roughly, okay? It's not going to be perfect, right? Everybody's line of best fit is going to be slightly different. It's meant to be, okay? So roughly. It doesn't matter if the line goes through any one of the crosses, it doesn't matter, but you can see it kind of roughly goes. You've got roughly equal number of crosses on either side of the red line. It's called the line of best fit. Now it's important, really important, that you draw a line of best fit. Find it, draw it. It's easy if you've got a see-through ruler, so you can see through the ruler roughly how many crosses on both sides. But remember, the math score, we're looking at that question, the math score was 15. So we're going to estimate the science score. So look at 15 for the math score. So we found 15, go up. Right, when you hit the graph, your line of best fit, when you hit your line of best fit, turn left. Right, it is going to be a decimal number, so it's important to know what these go up in. I've already discussed that at the start of the video. 17, 17.2, 17.4, 17.6. So according to my line of best fit, the science score should be 17.6, but they're not going to give decimal number. They're not going to give decimal number marks. Most likely is going to be, well, let's round it up. It's close to 18. I would say 18. To answer the question then, okay, look at the context. It's a science mark. You're not going to get 17.6 marks, are you? Right? If it was shoe size, well, not even shoe size, if it was something else like the plant, height of plants or something like that, then you could use the decimal number. But because it's a science mark, it's going to be a whole number. Let's just be sensible and round it up to 18. So the answer is 18. So we're estimating it to be 18. Now there's going to be might be a slight difference in answers between different people, depending on how you drew the line of best fit.